Hi, I'm Dave Duvall with your track tip. How do I choose a horse? Well, you know, there are as many ways to pick a horse as there are bettors. Many bettors, especially newcomers, like to choose a horse based on how it looks or use a special combination of numbers. It's a little like playing the lottery. Handicapping is more a study of the horse as a puzzle. The past performances, race conditions, the horse's breeding, the rider, the trainer, and any other factor that will improve the odds of picking a winner.
The average racing career of a quarter horse is about 4 or 5 years. Some will race until they're about 10 or so, but what happens after that? Well, some of these horses still have lots of gusto left, as we found out. The Ontario Quarter Horse Racing Industry Development Program has introduced a bonus system. Financial rewards are offered for former racehorses who are now competing in recognized events such as Rodeo.
Well, the thing that we love about the quarter horse is, first off, it's tremendous speed from 0 to, the quarter-mile track, which is the fastest horse on the short-mile track. But it also, more importantly, it has a temperament about it. It's a very smart horse. It's an understanding horse. It enjoys playing and working cattle, and it's easy to train in school. And I mean, it's just like it's just a great friend. That have actually raced on the track. We got at least a dozen of them here this weekend that'll be out and about and performing. And it's great because I think it's providing a wonderful home for them, and we're very proud that we've got a barrel horse here that's I think it's here this weekend. It's 21 years old. It came off the racetrack, and I mean, it's the girl's best friend, and it does a wonderful job.
The other 2 barrel horses I had that I bought, the people that I bought her off of, they had her, and we've been eyeing her out for a long time, and finally they decided to sell her.
Tell us about the Ontario Quarter Horse Racing Industry Development Program bonus system and how it has affected you.
It's great. It's extra money for us, and it exposes the quarter horses to do other jobs than just racing. So when they're retired from racing, they can do a lot of other things for a long time too. Well, they all know how to run already, so all you got to teach them is basic foundation, turning, and getting a good handle on them. So you don't have to teach the running part. They already know that. It's just getting them to get all the other things that you need to learn in barrel racing for a horse. Dolly has put me in the Dodge finals last year and got me to the Royal and the MBHA finals, our first year together last year.
Dolly's racing name was Dash Down Under. She raced at Ajax Downs until she was 4. That was a while ago, but she can still move.
She's probably one of the fastest horses I've ever been on, and she can turn. She can shut her speed down and just turn in a drop of a hat. She's very athletic. Oh, she's just the bomb. I love her. I love her to pieces.
R.G. Grande also left the racetrack when he was 4. That was 13 years ago, and he's still going strong.
He's a very personable horse. He's just got his own personality, his own way of doing things. I think he could charm the leaves off the trees. He's just a very kind, sweet, lovable creature. He was an excellent racehorse. He won the Maple Leaf Futurity when he was young, and then he began barrel racing, and his trainer did very well with him. When I bought him, he was a lot of horse for me, a very fast, very powerful horse. But we managed to get along and get together and have done well together over the years. We've had a lot of fun. I've been barrel racing for many years, and we, for a long time, a lot of us have known how very good the former racehorses do barrel racing, so we prefer them. But I think with this program, more and more people will catch on. He's saved me many a times. I have other younger horses that I, could be riding, but, he's the gentlest and safest one, so he's the one I'm on for now.
The bonus that RG earned from the Racing Development Program came in handy for Lisa Scarlett.
It was right before the Dodge Rodeo at Western Fair. I was riding my motorcycle and was in a bad accident and quite severely injured. 11 days in ICU, a couple surgeries, it was all bad. In November, by that time, I had gotten home and, wasn't feeling good. And when the bonus check came in the mail, it was almost $900. And it was just a wonderful thrill to me. It was just like a surprise Christmas, and certainly it was the best thing that happened to me last fall after that accident.
There certainly is a correlation between quarter horse racing and rodeo. In fact, Shorty Legs, also known as Randy McMillan, is also a trainer at Ajax Downs. Randy?
That's correct.
And how long have you been training horses?
Oh, I've been training horses all my life, but I just got into the quarter horse game about the spring, and I'm having the best time of my life. It's amazing.
Tell us about training and horses and rodeo. What's the correlation here?
Well, a lot of our horses from the rodeo are retired race horses because the quarter horses have the speed and agility. So when they're done their race careers, they end up as barrel horses or steer wrestling horses or rope horses. And it's really nice to see them get to do something else.
And have you got some favorites here?
Oh, I got lots of favorites. Yeah, one little horse they call Russell, that the one girl carries a flag. I love that little horse.
One of the horses that you have had association with is a former solid race horse that became a great barrel rider and is now a broodmare. Talk to us about that.
Oh yeah, she's a great horse. She had an amazing race career, and then she was bought by a girl named Lisa Taylor. And Lisa went on and won St. Teats Rodeo, which is the second biggest rodeo in Canada and one of the biggest IPA rodeos in North America. And she won that twice. And then when Lisa retired the horse, she came back to us, and she's now a broodmare in our broodmare stable.
And her name is Mistress of the Night, and she's special.
She's very special. She's one of the most prettiest horses you've ever seen. I think we could put her on the track tomorrow and she'd win again.
How old is she?
I think she's about maybe 11 or 12.
How did you become a rodeo clown?
I was a professional bull rider for a long time, and when I retired, they asked me if I wanted to put on some makeup. I don't know how I became a rodeo clown.
You seem to enjoy your work, though.
It's a great job. I'm lucky to get to do it. Yeah.
You have a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I have a great time. I don't know how I got so lucky to get to do this. So I have two greatest jobs in the world.
The ninth stop on the Dodge Rodeo Tour was Exeter, north of London, where the action was fast and furious.
Of the Exeter Dodge Rodeo, if you're ready, put your hands together for the Dodge Color Guard.
The weather was perfect, the stands were jam-packed, and the competition was riveting. Miles Houston of Michigan stepped across the border to dominate in Saddle Bronc. This effort on Black Sunday was good for 72 points. A full quality field for pole bending, and Justine Gordon, a former national champion, had the quickest time, 22.79 seconds. The barrels featured two former quarter horses from the racetrack, who both cracked the top 5. Lisa Scarlett and R.G. Grandy, and Natalie McMullen and Dash Down Under. The event was won by Barb Parsons Miller, who rode Smoke to a time of 16.6 seconds. Carson Robertson took the junior barrels with a time of 17.2. It's been called the most dangerous sport in the world, and the stock was in a nasty, foul mood in bull riding. Only a few riders were able to stay aboard for the full 8 seconds. But Joe Dog Shaw was able to hang on to Prankster to capture the title with 69 points. The Dodge Rodeo Tour stops at the WFCU Center in Windsor this weekend. Coming up, an exciting weekend ahead at Ajax Downs, and Peter has something to say.
Hi, I'm Dave Duvall with your track tip. How do I read the racing program? Well, the first thing to remember is that a win is a win. To place means second place. To show means third place. And a dead heat, that's a tie. In the racing program, look for the money line, the horse's number of starts, wins, places, shows, and look at the purse money as well. Check the lifetime totals and in-the-money finishes and lifetime purse earnings. This is an indication of the class of the horse and whether its performance is improving or deteriorating. Look at the jockey. You will find the season statistics for a jockey underneath their name in the racing program. Now, these indicate the number of races ridden and their win, place, and show percentages. A jockey change can affect the outcome of a race. For instance, if you notice that a jockey has taken off a regular mount and is riding another horse in the race, it may mean the jockey has opted for a faster horse. Or, well, there is an or, it may mean the trainer has opted to change the jockey.
Welcome back. It's time for Pete to pop off now with this week's Gross Misconduct.
Do you like pie? I like pie. I like a big slice of pie. That's why I never bet the favorite at the racetrack. At the racetrack, you've got pari-mutuel wagering. All the prices and payoffs are determined by how much money the people bet. If you bet a favorite and it wins, you've got to share that payoff with all the other people. You get a very small slice of the pie. When I'm at the track, I immediately eliminate the favorite and look for a couple of horses that could beat the favorite. A lot of stuff happens in a horse race. The favorite could stumble coming out of the gate. The favorite could get bumped by another horse. The jockey could make a bad decision. Maybe there's a couple horses in the race about to run their fastest races. When you bet against the favorite, you can take 2 or more horses with longer odds. If you bet $10 on the favorite and it's 6-5, you only make a profit of $12. If you bet $5 on each of 2 5-to-1 shots and one of them wins, you get $30. Betting against the favorite allows you to get a bigger slice of the pie. I like pie. Look at me. I'm eating pie. Cherry pie.
Ajax Downs will be hopping tomorrow. In addition to the All-Canadian Derby and a purse of $100,000, it's Family Fun Day. With more on that, here's Bob Broadstock.
Well, Family Fun Day was something the horsemen thought of to support the local hospital and the local community. We're trying to get the kids out here, get them involved in horse racing, get them to see it and enjoy it, and there's activities all day long scheduled around kids having fun with racing.
What kind of activities have you got planned?
Well, we're going to actually pull up the gates right in front of the grandstand. We're going to let the kids come out, jump in the gates. We're going to have some little races with the kids. We have some wee horse racing going on. We have a petting zoo. We have crafts going on all day, face painting, clowns, you name it, we've got it coming.
If you're not familiar with betting, not to worry. The Wanna Bet team will be here tomorrow. With more on that, here's Nick Kukas.
Well, the Wanna Bet program is really an educational tool, and what we do is we bring professionals in here to help novice bettors, or people who have never even bet before, forget about novice bettors, and show them how to bet on horse racing and what to look for in a racing program and how to make the bet. And we try to make it less intimidating to the public. What we're really trying to do, Joe, is we're really trying to make it an experience where you don't have to be intimidated in any way. So when a person comes to a racetrack, they don't have to fear, oh, what do I do right now? And what we do is we walk through the person who's never been to a racetrack with a Wanna Bet representative. So they're a customer service person.
Well, that does it for this week's show. Thanks for joining us. Coming up next week, we've got highlights of the All-Canadian Derby, and we'll meet Canada's most successful owner. For Peter Gross and all of us here at the Full Quarter, I'm Joe Tilley. Enjoy your day.
The Full Quarter is brought to you by the Ontario Quarter Horse Racing Industry Development Program.